Hello and welcome to the M35 podcast. I'm Jay, and joining me today for a chat is Nate in Sydney, Australia. Nate, how you doing?
Good to be with you.
Nice weather. What's the weather like? Good?
It's starting to cool down a little bit, but it's been pretty spectacular all week, which is good. I'm gonna miss it when it goes.
We've come to steal your summer. We're getting slightly better.
I think you've earned it. To be perfectly honest,
because we've had like six months of cold, dark, nothing, miserable, awful.
And we were on 45 days or 47 days of no community transmission, so where things are looking up.
So you can go to the pub.
Back in the pub. It's pretty phenomenal. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit jealous.
Great.
I'm going to test recording this because I've got it all set up.
As long as you don't post anything sort of inflammatory, it'll be fine.
Believe me, there's a very heavy editing process. I heavily edit everything. I don't know if you've seen any of the videos where it's just me talking, but there's like cuts every 10 seconds.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of them. But of course I didn't know how long the original video was going for. So I suppose if you do like a 7-minute video, how long do you think you were actually on camera for?
So the ones with me speaking, I'll usually go for about 15-20 minutes.
Right. And then get that down to a nice tight 7.
Yeah, because like I'll look back on myself and I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want to post that opinion online, or maybe I'm like, I don't actually think that. That's just me getting a bit carried away with myself. So I'm like, yeah, let's narrow that down. Let's chop it down a little bit.
It's nice that we've reached the stage of internet maturity where we go, do I want someone to see this in 10 years' time? Maybe not.
In this day and age, it's like, how badly can that opinion age?
Look at James Gunn. I mean, I think people forget how much the humour of the noughties was pushing the envelope to say the most outrageous thing you possibly could.
Yeah.
So his tweets, if you read them out in the cold light of day, like in a courtroom scenario, sound absolutely horrendous.
Offensive comedy, isn't it? It's like offensive. Well, it's how like South Park got started, yet somehow they've been pretty much untouchable. I guess they have kind of changed with the times and stuff, haven't they? Like they did like the episode that apologised to Al Gore for taking the piss out of climate change, and they were like,
that was pretty funny.
They were like, yeah, okay, maybe we got that one wrong, like we apologise, but at least they own up to it, because a lot of people, when you like collar them on old opinions, they just double down, don't they? Yeah.
So much of South Park was outrage humor. It wasn't like, oh, we definitely believe all of this stuff that we're saying. It was, we're just trying to get a reaction out of you.
Well, they're doing this the vaccine special.
I thought that the pandemic special was supposed to be the kickoff for the next season, and it just never arrived. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what they come up with. But I mean, given the circumstances, it's understandable because I mean,
it is going to be. They say it's going to be a 1-hour special, but you know it's America, so I think that's including ad breaks. So it'll probably come out to like 45 minutes. Well, because it's South Park with a Q, so I think they're going to poke fun at QAnon a little bit as well. WandaVision finishes today, doesn't it? The last episode is out.
There's a very good podcast that I like listening to afterwards, by a group called TV Podcast Industries. They set up when Daredevil first launched. So they've done every single Defenders episode, and they did all of the Marvel movies since 2014. It's 2 Irish blokes and an Anglo-Irish guy.
3 blokes go into a pub.
And they're just massive fanboys.
I think there's rumours like, isn't there a big court scene in the new Spider-Man, and everyone's saying like, oh, Charlie Cox is going to come back because Matt Murdock. So I'm hoping we get like courtroom Charlie Cox doing his blind lawyer thing. Like, yeah,
that'd be dope.
That would be pretty good. Yeah, and it'd be a nice way to tie the sort of Defenders and stuff back into it, because yeah, it was pretty decent overall. It'd be a shame to just kind of chuck it in the bin.
I think we'll probably know more after you've seen, or after we've both seen the WandaVision finale, to see what state everyone's in.
Yeah, because it's like opening the lid on that multiverse, isn't it?
Yeah, but I believe Strange is confirmed for Spider-Man 3.
They're releasing the Snyder Cut of Justice League as well, aren't they?
I will definitely watch it.
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to be very.
Well, I've not seen any of the DC films, but I'll probably give that a go.
I mean, then if you're going to do that, watch the original Justice League so you have something to compare it to, because original Justice League was a mishmash of part of Joss Whedon's script, part of Zack Snyder's script, and a whole lot of CGI, which was rushed to try and get the film out for its release date. So it doesn't end very well, but the thing that I'll give Snyder credit for is I do like the casting. I liked Affleck as Batman. I like Gal Gadot. I like Jason Momoa as Aquaman. Like, they're all good actors and they all suit the roles really well. It was just the script, which wasn't.
Which sucked. Yeah. I mean, like, the only DC I've ever really enjoyed is the Nolan Batman trilogy.
Which is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it? But, like, you don't have to really...
Last film's a hot mess. Still
it's still a bit all over the show, but it's still better than, like, most other kind of half-arse superhero films that they bring out, really. Tom Hardy's Bane was alright. Apparently his new film's a f***ing hot mess as well. He's done like an Al Capone film and it's meant to be awful.
The Capone film where he's playing him in the later stages of his life when he's like riddled with syphilis and stuff.
Yeah, and just shitting himself and
really
stuff.
Weird.
Yeah. I think, well, people have said it's like, it's not one of Tom Hardy's better films anyway. We have been watching a lot of old shit lately. Like I said, did I tell you we're watching Twin Peaks?
Oh, why is that? Have you not had much to do?
Not had much to do, mate, no. Sat at home, twiddling my thumbs, making stupid YouTube videos and watching telly.
So what have you been watching?
What, apart from Twin Peaks?
Oh, yeah, did you finish Twin Peaks?
No. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
No, it's good. It's weird, man. It's just really, really weird. There's not even any, like, normal characters to ground it. They're all just weird.
How far through are you?
So, like, I'd say almost halfway through season 2. So we've just watched, like, I think it's like episode 7 or episode 8, and there's just been a really big reveal, and it's creepy as
Isn't it good that 90s TV is still holding up to that sort of, because there's very little that comes out of that generation of television where you're like, oh yeah, that's worth going back and watching, aside from like your Simpsons and your Seinfelds and your stuff like that. Like, there's very, like, who goes back and watches old Law and Order episodes? Or
it's a good show. It's a good show, and I would recommend it. Like, I'm trying to stay away from Reddit because I've managed to avoid spoilers all my life for this show. If it's not been spoiled now, then I'm like, right, I want to get to the end of it, because they did a new series like last year or the year before.
The revival one, I think it was on Showtime.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting to watch, because obviously it'll be set like 20 years later. There's a film that comes directly after season 2 called Firewalk with Me, which
that's right. I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, which I will watch. Did you watch United?
Saw the highlights, if you can call them that. We had a couple of opportunities. We're playing City this weekend. Everybody's tired. Didn't Leicester draw? Like, Liverpool have lost 5 games at home in a row. Like, even Tottenham managed to beat Fulham even though Fulham had a goal disallowed for a handball with someone. Like, everyone, like, aside from City, they were playing one of the teams, and you could see everybody on the sideline warming up. And there were 4 players and Phil Foden. And the commentators, as it's panned across the players warming up, has gone, there's £300 million and Phil Foden.
That's what makes me laugh, man. Like, City have become everything that City fans hated about United. For years, we went, United, we've got the financial power and stuff, and now they're doing it, and suddenly...
it's totally fine now, right?
It's alright now. Hypocritical blue noses. I can hear crickets chirping.
Can you actually? I mean, they certainly are. I'm amazed that my iPhone 6 is picking them up, but...
I can hear them.
If we have an awkward silence, I'll just
put the crickets in. I don't know if you've followed any of, like, what's going on around here, but we've got a vigilante group in Failsworth now. The Failsworth Street Patrol.
No way.
Yeah, no, seriously.
What, is this like The Simpsons?
Mate, it's like a neighbourhood watch thing that they've started. So
who's they? I mean, you do have crime. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not as if you were a crime-free area.
So they have done some good stuff. So there's 2 things that they did. Like, there was one guy who'd fallen over and was going to freeze to death. It was like -4 the other week, and like, Because they were driving round, they found him and they saved his life, basically. And then there was another one going around with, like, they said, a bladed article, so a knife or something. It was trying, like, car door handles in Tesco car park or wherever it was. And they've done a citizen's arrest. And then the police have turned up and proper arrested him and released a big statement saying, we'd ask Fails of Street Patrol to stand down and cease all activity. We can't condone vigilantism. Obviously, if the police were doing the jobs, then Fails of Street Patrol wouldn't need to exist, but they're not, so it does. Police,
I mean, I assume they're wearing masks, right? I mean, that's
no, they're just.
No.
it's just like started from a Facebook page, like
Not even COVID masks.
Oh well, maybe, I don't know, because yeah, that's one.
A mask vigilante.
That's one of the things they said. Like they broke COVID rules, they broke lockdown rules because they're not making essential trips and stuff like that. So the lockdown eases on Monday, the 8th. Right. Yeah, so like after this weekend, the lockdown eases a bit, but you're still not really allowed people round to your house. The police cracked down a little bit, but then they've kind of like stopped again. So it's that useless police again. They're not really.
Well, it's the street patrol you've got to worry about now.
I know, yeah, the street patrol.
It's just a whole lot of like old boomers in your house being like, "What's going on here?
What's going on here?"
I believe there is talk about international travel opening up here in June. I mean, you guys will probably be almost all vaccinated by June, so.
Yeah,
you might have the green light.
I think we've done like 25 million first doses or something. I mean, that's it because I'm kind of young and
bottom of the list,
young and healthy. Yeah, but yeah, need a holiday, man. I need a pint. I need a pint in a pub is what I need.
Yeah,
it would be nice.
Where's the first venue you want to go back to when you can when you've had the double shot, like when it's all nice and safe?
Well, first place that's opening that we want to go, like I think the Oast House is already taking bookings.
Oh, I do enjoy the Oast House.
But yeah,
it's a lovely venue.
You'll have to be quick though. I reckon that's going to get booked up rapid.
Probably doing April.
Crazy Pedro's are doing bottomless beer and pizza.
Oh, off! That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
When are they opening up?
Mid-April, end of April.
Right. All right. So. City on the weekend.
Yeah, got the derby coming up.
Have you got a score prediction?
Oh, 0-0.
You know what? Given our form at the moment, I think you're probably onto something. So, you know, you'll take an away draw if we can get it.
What 1-0? Bruno Fernandes penalty, 91 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. All right, lock that in.
Yeah.
Come on, Bruno.
All right, mate. Well, it's been great to see you. Great to speak to you. Thanks very much for having a chat with us, and I will catch up with you very soon. All the best.
Be good.
All right,
Take care of yourself.
Nice one, man. I'll catch you in a bit.
Have a good one.
Dave.
Bye.